Welcome back to Granted Gardens. Today, Tyler and I are going to start on some of our seeds for the spring garden. And one thing that we need to address are our loofahs. So last year we grew loofah for the first time. This will also be my first time ever opening a loofah, so bear with me. Loofahs are in the gourd family, and they grow. I'm going to try and put a video here of what they look like when they grew last year. And the concept is they're the spongy stuff that you would use maybe in the shower or to clean your dishes. A lot of people think that they are from the sea, but they are not. They're actually a plant. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our first loofah. This is really, really dry, okay? And you can hear the seeds in there. So my goal today is to get the seeds out so that we can start some new ones. Last year, we started these seeds, I think, around the beginning of February-ish. And come like October, come our first frost, these were really the only 4 that were big enough for us to harvest. Loofahs can take a really long time to grow on the vine. So you kind of want to start your loofah plants earlier in the year to make sure that you have enough time to harvest them. So this year we're going to start early again. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up this loofah. Right here is where the loofah was attached to the vine. It hung like this. So I'm going to go ahead and try and open this and get some seeds out. Alright, so I'm trying to get the top off. Scissors are easier. And then you're just going to peel back this outer layer. You want to make sure that these are nice and dry when you do this. If you do harvest loofahs at a younger age, they're actually edible. I've never eaten one yet. I don't know, maybe we'll try that this year. My goal was to use them in soaps, so I'm excited to get my hands on these and start using them with my soaps. So the outside here is really crunchy, but it's not too tough. Okay, so I'm continuing to peel, and you can see this was nice and dried out, so all the seeds are actually right down here at the bottom. Look at all those seeds. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I can hold them all in my hand. Look at all that. That's amazing. So we got a ton of seeds out of this. I'm gonna have to sift through this. There's still a lot more in here. That's awesome. That's a great haul. So the situation that we had towards the end of the season last year was that it was starting to frost, and we needed to make a decision about our loofahs. This one was really the only one that was even remotely starting to dry out. I went ahead and I picked this one. We did pick a few more because we thought that they were pretty close, and then we had left a bunch on the trellis still in hopes that maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe they'd pull through. It was really experimental because we've never grown these before. So just to give you guys an idea, this is what this one looked like. This one turned out perfect, okay? And you can see it's like that. It's a hard sponge, like a hard spongy material. And I'll cut it open so you can kind of see what the inside looks like once I get these seeds out and finish peeling it. But the rest of them that we picked, like this is what it looks like dried out. They were still, like you can tell, it's not quite as big, and it wasn't. It was still fairly green when we picked it. So Tyler kind of started opening them up. They're a lot more brown in color. And then once we get towards the end, you can see they're actually rotted. So this is no good. We're not gonna keep this. We're getting rid of this guy. And so these 3 are kind of all in the same boat there. They didn't make it, so we're not keeping them. So lesson learned is number 1, pick before frost, because the ones that we did leave on the vines did not make it. They went south quickly after the frost. And lesson number 2 is start your loofahs early. And the reason for that being is that these plants take their time. They take their time in germination, and then they take their time producing actual loofahs. So that's why we're starting them here in February. There's still some seeds in there, but you can see, there you go, what the inside looks like. How cool is that? So these are really great if you're going green, which is something that we've been focusing on a lot, is trying to be more conscious of the waste that we produce. They're really great to use for like cleaning your dishes as like a scrubby, because they're obviously a plant, so they're gonna break down. You can toss them in your compost bin. I also have seen where people will kind of cut these into sections and then place them in their soap trays and then make their soap around them, and I think that's really cute because then you kind of get like an exfoliator in your soaps. I'm seriously still getting seeds out of here. This is amazing. We have to have like close to 100 seeds, if not more here. We've got a ton. So that's the other good thing, is even though the rest of ours didn't make it, we still got a second shot at that this year, just because we got one that did make it. All right, I want to try and cut this. I want to try and cut it down the center. I don't really know why, but I really want to do that. Let's try with this knife. There we go. There are more seeds. So here you can see what the center of it looks like when it's cut open. So that's the loofah. This was a lot of fun to grow. It was something that we were really excited about, again, because it was something we'd never done before. And I just love the concept that there's multiple uses for this plant. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of these seeds out, and then we're gonna try using this. I think we're gonna use one as a scrubby for the sink, and then the rest of them are gonna be going into my soaps. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we look forward to sharing more with you soon.